Hello and welcome to Progress Diary. On this program, we track activities of the All Progressives Congress and give you updates and achievements of the Progressive Party under the leadership of Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje. I am Abida Lawal. Thank you for joining us. Let's start with the National Executive Committee meeting of the All Progressives Congress, where a vote of confidence was passed on President Bola Tinubu by the leadership of the party in recognition of the improvement from necessary economic reforms introduced by the Tinubu administration. The state chairman of the All Progressives Congress Enugu State Chapter, Ugochukwu Agbala, has again dismissed media reports that he has been removed from office. He said this during an interview with journalists at the venue of the APC NEC meeting. He describes such insinuation as the work of mischief makers.
Well, the party situation, the party is vibrant in Enugu. Last 2 weeks, we had defectors from the Labour Party. Virtually every week, people are coming into the party from PDP, from the Labour Party. We had the members of the National Assembly from the Labour Party who declared for APC. We also had major stakeholders of PDP declaring. APC in Enugu is the handsome groom everybody's wooing. So the party is moving. It's better organized. It's ready for election now. So we have a strong, viral party in Enugu State.
The APC National Executive Committee has set up a constitution review panel to review the party's constitution. This committee is led by Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni as chairman. Mai Mala Buni says this committee will carry out consultation across states with party members and come up with the needed review.
The 13th NEC meeting, in its wisdom, appointed us as members of the party to look at certain areas of the constitution with the view to expanding and work on some areas. As we are aware, there is nothing like static perfection. Development is about continuous improvement, and of course, laws are made for men. Men are not made for laws. So laws can always be adjusted to accommodate the interests of the party and members of the party. And a party like APC, the biggest party in Africa today, of course, there are so many leaders and opinion leaders. But I want to assure you, the committee will deliver, because the caliber of the members of the committee, who are also seasoned party members, committed party members, who are willing to contribute to the development of the party, I'm sure. And also in consultation with founding fathers of the party, who actually drafted the constitution of the party. We are consulting them because we know it takes a wisdom to produce a party constitution. And of course, we cannot discard their wisdom and then create something different. Of course, we will consult them. And like I said, it is all about improvement. So we are going to work on that. And by the grace of God, we are sure God will guide us and see us through to deliver the goods expected of us.
So what does the mandate of the committee?
Well, the mandate of the committee, is a very wide one. And of course, we will keep briefing you as we progress. Like I said, we are to expand and look at so many areas, critical areas, that will improve upon what we have as a constitution today. And of course, certain areas that will benefit membership of the party and wider participation. So this is something that I cannot say this is why we are going to stop, this is why we are going to start, but I am assuring you it is all about improving the constitution of the party for wider participation and involvement. So it is all about, like I said, once the party is growing, you have to do so many things to accommodate so many people. You know, political party is where you have a lot of competing and conflicting interests. And the president, in his wisdom, has seen to all these things. And of course, there has been clamor for so many changes. And with that, I'm sure we are going to address some of these clamors. The party initially have structured the party into 6 geopolitical zones. Each geopolitical zone is headed by a committee, and I happen to be the one in charge of the Northeast, and that is being done. We are on it, and of course this one is to strengthen and further widen the scope of operations, and of course for proper inclusion, because it is all about inclusivity. We don't want to exclude people. We want to include people. That means it is to strengthen the party and prepare it for the 2027 election. Of course, political party is not about, it doesn't have a stopgap where you will say you have stopped from here and then you continue at a point. No, it is all about end-to-end, open-ended thing. You start from 2023 to 2027. It's all about preparation. It's all about, even what the president is doing and delivering to the nation is in preparation for 2027. So there is no specific time for certain things. It is all about you being in government. You are the one expected to be delivering. So it is a part of delivery. So we are delivering. So it's part of it, and we are strengthening the party.
Next on the program is an interview with the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Honorable Duro Meseko. Welcome to the interview segment of Progress Diary. My guest today is the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Honorable Duro Meseko. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
At both the caucus and the NEC meeting of the party, a vote of confidence was passed on President Tinubu's administration. Is this a validation for the many reforms of this administration?
Absolutely. The party is very pleased with the performance of Mr. President, and we decided that the best thing to do, among others, was to pass that vote of confidence. You know, in my place, they say when a masquerade is dancing and you clap and applaud the masquerade, he dances better. And that, of course, the effect of the fuel subsidy removal, though initially, you know, was to many Nigerians very harsh. Things were a bit difficult, but right now it's yielding a lot. State governments are getting fat allocations now, 3 times or 4 times even more than the previous ones. Ditto for local governments. Of course, you know, a lot of things, increase in our foreign reserves, the floating of the Naira too, that we felt was going to, I mean, according to some skeptics, collapse the country, but it's coming down now. Unification has, you know, stabilized the economy. A lot of things are working very well. Security is improving by the day. We have testimonies everywhere. Of course, your medium, TVC, you know, did a report, I think it was last week or something, about bringing Gwari, the hotbed of insurgency in Kaduna State, where people are now, you know, laughing and, you know, on their farms, and everything, you know, has normalized there. Among others, so many things are happening, infrastructural development and so on and so forth. Of course, you know, now we produce more, you know, because of the war on oil, you know, theft. The president has done, this administration has done so much in that regards, and leading to us now producing, you know, more daily. I think right now we are on 1.6 or something million barrels per day, as against the former 800 or 700,000 barrels per day. Of course, you know, our refineries are also working, at least 1 or 2 of the refineries. So many things are happening, and we felt so far so good.
Now, at the NEC meeting, the party set up a reconciliatory committee to ensure that those who feel aggrieved over some issues are placated. How significant is this effort, especially as momentum build ahead of 2027 elections?
It's very significant. I mean, it is, popularly said that united we stand, divided we fall. As a party, if we are not united, if we have discordant tones everywhere, there's no way we can win elections. There's no way we can work together for the success of the ideas of the party. And so it is important because as human beings, there's bound to be conflicts here and there every time. So it's very important that we sit down to, address those issues. So the committee, for me, is a game changer, especially now that our party now is like the latest bride in town, that other parties are coming into. You could see the wave of defections across all the the opposition parties in the country. So that shows that there's something that they are seeing in APC. If there's nothing good in APC, they wouldn't be coming in. And so we as a party must now sit down also to ensure that, of course, in the midst of, those successes, we don't relax. We must keep at it. We must keep pressing towards the goals and ideals that our founding fathers, that they want for the party. So for me, it's a game changer.
Something happened recently, and that is the appointment of NWC members and even state chairmen into certain boards and parastatals. Some persons feel, how will that add value to these parastatals and agencies, and what is it expected to address in the party? Quite a lot of people have been saying they've been left out.
Thank you very much. I'm sure you know that most members of the APC's National Working in this business, most of us are former National Assembly members, former ministers, former governors, former deputy governors. So all experienced. So I can say without equivocation that we are more than qualified, to superintend over those agencies that you are mentioning because of our experience. And of course, because we know, we more than any other person should know what the party wants. I mean, we know what we have promised Nigerians, and we should be the ones, for me, to even know how to go about it, to be able to achieve what the administration wants for Nigerians. Because we know what we promised during our campaigns, and for us, if we are there and we don't do it, then it will be shame on us. So, but I can assure you that most of us are experienced technocrats and administrators, and Nigerians will get the best from us. There's nothing to worry about.
There's this recent, I would say, a strong member or a founding member of the party that seems to have caught everyone by surprise, and that is former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, who had alleged that the party has deviated from the ideology that founded it. How would you respond to this? He also mentioned that the APC is running a one-man show.
With due respect to the former governor of Kaduna State, Alhaji El-Rufai, I would disagree with him on that. The APC remains a progressive party, very, very progressive, and all that we do daily points to progressivism. For instance, we just, last year, we floated what we call the Progressive Institute, where ideas, progressive ideas are to, to be lectured, to be taught to agencies of government, to, administrators. For instance, right now, the Institute is currently involved in training local government, elected local government officials from about 3 or 4 states and all that. So whatever we do will always reflect progressive ideas. So for El-Rufai to say that APC is no longer what it's supposed to be, is wrong. I mean, we have a lot of, see all our programs. The student loans scheme is there, NEC. We have bursary awards, we have the, you could see the empowerment daily for the needy, here and there. All the states of the federation, the federal government will release, palliatives, all these are progressive, actions, especially, targeted towards the needy, the less privileged. So I would disagree with him. I can understand his frustrations. I mean, his name was announced as one of the ministerial nominees, but along the line, he was dropped. Of course, he will feel aggrieved. And so I guess that's why he's doing this. And of course, even in his own state, he's not in good stead with the state, government, and he's under probe. All these are things that I feel may have, been responsible for his current frustrations. So it is not true at all. APC remains a progressive government led by a progressive leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has been a progressive all his life. And he has no reason today to change.
Well, let's move on. Despite not being able to hold NEC meetings for over a year and a half, the APC still managed to win both Ondo and Edo state election. Another major election in front of the party is the Anambra and the Osun state election. What are the modalities being put in place to ensure that the party clinched the mandate of the people in these 2 states, which is a difficult terrain for the APC?
Well, thank you very much. For Anambra State, we were there some 2-3 weeks back to commission our party secretariat there. And we saw the crowd, we saw the enthusiasm, we saw the willingness in the people to associate with the ruling party, the APC. And we saw the high and mighty in the state, the campaign into our party. Only 3-4 days ago, we had one of the biggest fishes from the state, Valentine, I've forgotten his other name now, who was a governorship candidate in the last dispensation. They campaigned to APC. That shows that the state now wants to join the progressive movement. No state wants to be left out of national politics. And of course, we have been talking to them, we have been lobbying, we have been, courting the people there and telling them about the progressive ideas of APC and what they stand to gain as a state by not remaining perpetually in opposition. And so, I want to tell you that if an election is conducted today in Anambra State, APC will clinch the election. Will clinch victory. Ditto in Ekiti State. Ekiti is virtually APC. Almost everybody in APC has decamped to APC. So there's nothing left.
The opposition parties seem not to be leaving anything to chance. We have seen them hold political meetings that seem to suggest a realignment, and they seem to want to drive at a measure to strengthen their force against the APC, especially in the 2027 election. We've also again heard Malam Nasir El-Rufai say that a collaboration between the North and the South to challenge the party of the day. How are you working to retain the trust of Nigerians to ensure that they vote for the party come 2027?
When you asked me the first question, I told you I reeled out some achievements of this administration, and those are just tips of the iceberg. By the time we spend 3 years, by the time we are going to 4 years, Nigerians, nobody will tell Nigerians what to do. Nigerians will willingly cast their vote for the APC. What El-Rufai and some of these other opposition elements are doing and their so-called realignment and all that is just an effort in futility. There's nothing they can do to change the reality that the reforms of Asiwaju are working. You can see the cost of fuel, let me say PMS, the ones Nigerians are used to, is coming down. Only 2-3 days ago, you saw Dangote crashed. It's now 8 something. Before you know it, it will become 7 something. Before you know it, it will become 6 something. These things are coming down. Naira is appreciating daily. It's now 1.4 something from even 2,000 of then. And so many other things. In the market now, go to the market, you see the cost of maize, all these essential foodstuffs are coming down, they are crashing. All these things are as a result of the reforms. So, by 2027, Nigerians are Nigerians, they know what they want. Yes, they appreciate that the times may be hard now, but they are gradually appreciating that, oh, we felt it was going to continue forever, but now we are now seeing the results of the hardship that we initially felt. And so, APC has come to stay. Nigerians are, warming up to the party by the day. The increase in the decampment into the party speaks, they say action speaks louder than voice. What else do we need to tell Nigerians? It's not as if people are moving away from APC, but it's people are decamping in millions to APC daily. From the local, for instance, in my constituency, people are decamping en masse. In other states too, I can testify that daily we welcome people. From the local level, you hear, oh, the former chairman of PDP or the former chairman of this, in this local government is here. You see them in torrents coming over. There must be something that they saw before they took that decision. And of course, that will culminate in, I can assure you that if what we scored in the last election was 60% of the vote, we are not going to score less than 80% of the votes for the presidential election in 2027. Go and write it down.
And we've been speaking with the Deputy National Public Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Honorable Duro Meseko. Progress Diary continues. Stay with us. And that is all on the program this week, but you can always follow Progress Diary to get fresh APC news and updates. Thank you for watching. I am Abida Lawal. See you next week.